Welcome back. Right now I'm in Studio B. It's Countdown to Vote 2016. I'm joined by Herald Tribune political editor Zach Anderson. And Zach, the only U.S. Senate candidate from the Suncoast, Carlos Baruf, he got into a firestorm recently with some comments he made about the president. Give our viewers a sense of what went down.
Yeah, he was speaking to a Republican group over in Northeast Florida, and he called President Obama an animal, and he repeated it. He said he's an animal multiple times, and so, a lot of people heard that, and they heard some racial undertones in that. His Republican opponents, as well as his Democratic opponents, condemned the comment. He declined to apologize, said that he meant, there was nothing racist about what he was saying, saying that actually in Spanish, people say when they're criticizing somebody, it's not uncommon to call them an animal, but a lot of people have criticized him for it.
And do you think, like David Jolly and some have called for him to get out of the race, but you think that he's going to emerge from this eventually and they'll move on to a different topic?
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be backing down at all. He's kind of following the Donald Trump playbook to some extent, and don't apologize. He doesn't feel like he did anything wrong.
Which is interesting because he tried to distance himself. He says, I'm not Donald Trump, but when he announced, I know he really tried to say, I'm a businessman, I'm from the outside, but now I've heard recently that he's trying to say he's not necessarily Donald Trump.
He sort of sent a little bit mixed messages on it, but as soon as Trump got the nomination, he was the first one to put out the press release saying that he was behind Trump. He has mirrored Trump in the sense that he kind of is trying to portray himself as somebody who's not politically correct, who will tell it like it is, who sort of shoots from the hip a little bit. And so there's certainly parallels to the two. I don't know how closely he wants to tie himself to that, but this comment where he's sort of, coming up to the edge of something controversial reminds people, I think, of Trump a little bit.
Very interesting. All right, Zach Anderson, thanks for joining us.